18th of July 2026. The song, let me have a look. Dust in the Wind by Kansas. So we all end up as dust, is what they're saying. You can't take anything with you. So let's see what this is all about. Today's card is the Moon card. So it may be about the full moon that's coming up. So we're in a dark place, and there doesn't seem to be any light at the end of the tunnel. Somebody's feeling very sorry for themselves by the sound of it, and it might be due to gossip. You're certainly not listening to Spirit, because they've been telling you for a long time about this. Then we've got that Aries energy again. Well, I don't know. So let's have a look then. Jupiter, Capricorn, about status, career. And the first house of Aries, which we've got there, it's about the face you show to the world. There he is. This is how we like him to be. He's a fire sign. He's meant to protect. He's meant to cherish and be successful. He's meant to take action. He's not meant to sit still. So he does what he says he's going to do. And that's the best side of Aries. And we've got Virgo, which I believe is still the South Node. 9 or 27. Grandparents. 2 dogs, 2 snakes. Those born in those years. It's about chucking yourself into work to forget. It's about not listening to your gut instinct. It's about not being on the true life path. Not realising that your legacy is how you make people feel. So we've got Cancer in that corner there. It's about the abdomen, the intestines. It's about hospital visits, ill health. Yeah, so we have Walter, we have Michael, we have Darren, we have Susan, Julie, Reese and Chantal, and Gossip. Or a fire sign child with smart mouth. Enemies will be overcome. Somebody's coming in fast, harsh words, but you can defend yourself. That's Mercury. We're there till the 23rd. So this is a dark place. Again, 2 dogs and a Cancer. Usually that's a Scorpio. It's a Cancer in this. The Twin Towers. September the 11th, which would give us the Virgo energy. But it's today's card, so it's neutral. Dark Night of the Soul. Mourning the past. Dwelling in the past. Missing out on your present and your future because you cannot stop focusing on the past. The answer is no. There's no happiness. There's no love. And there is a drama queen. Either a Leo of any gender or a person who demands a certain style of life. She's our maintenance. It is our Violet Elizabeth card. So Violet's the flowers, Violet the name, Elizabeth, Bonnie, Langford, Dennis, Waterman, William, just William, children, school uniforms. This is someone that cannot ever be pleased. There's no happiness, no matter what you do. And that is a couple. So he'd be quite happy to protect, serve, and be successful, but nothing he ever does will be enough for this woman. So that's a sad situation. And looks like they've brought up a child that's just the same. There's nothing but gossip and become demanding. So we've got 3 fire signs. They're all of the same family. But that's a happy house, and I don't think. So the only clue we've got is the Buddha card. He left his palace and his family behind to follow his true life purpose. But this is before he made that journey. And he's stuck in the palace and he's not happy. There we have it, Sagittarius. This is a hard life lesson for somebody. This is about family and knowledge, foreign shores, in-laws, hips and thighs. You will come out the other side of this stronger than ever before. But Sagittarius is the main energy. And more gossip. So somebody's very flippant with their knowledge. They know something and it's probably a Sagittarius and they're telling everybody. Let's see. Let's start with a chart. So we've got Virgo and Sagittarius, the main ones. So Virgo moon, well done, Spirit. Virgo Venus. Virgo South Node, so the past, and the 11th house. This is about your wishes and dreams and something in the past that didn't quite pan out. The dice have given us Jupiter. So Jupiter is Leo. Well done, spirits. There's the Leo. And first house is Scorpio. Death and rebirth. So what's Capricorn got to do with it then? Third house of communication coming in fast. About status, career and finance. So somebody here is a little snitch. 14, Tony, Philip, Kerry and Emily. So that could be a daughter because the pages are daughters. Somebody trapped in a toxic situation. The traveller, the psychic, the medium, secrets. Where I come from, the 11th of October, the carnival people. It's allowing negativity into your field, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. You need to protect yourself. 2 and 29. So we have George, Marcia, Kelly, Elaine, Destiny Lee, Esme, Rose, Beth and Alice. These are not your people. This is not your tribe, and anything you start now during Mercury retrograde is bound to fail. But there he is again. Now in the major arcana, Aries has finally found his feet. I'm so pleased because he's been so negative. This is about self-worth, putting your shoulders back, chest out and looking the world in the eye. This is protecting, but being successful whilst doing so. A beneficial leader, partner, father figure, boss. This is somebody that cares. 4 or 31. Henry and Audrey. Harry. Yeah. A heavy burden is lifted. You're on the last stretch. The letter D could be important. 10 days. There is the blame-shame game. There's no love. All it is blame and shame and ghosts of the past that haunt everybody. You've got to stand up for yourself. Someone here feels isolated, alone, at the gates of hell, obviously, and possibly with health issues. The bird in the gilded cage, and it's going to cause a bloodbath, a battle. Battle to the death. It's a vicious, violent argument at the very least. It's terrorist acts, more of them. It's blades, it's knives. Someone wants to win at all costs, probably this drama queen. They don't care how they do it, and they're quite prepared to cut the nose off to do so. What they don't realise is everyone will regret this and no one will win it. Sadly. So Aries then, where have we got Aries in the chart? Saturn, Neptune, Pallas, and 6th house of health, which is the Virgo energy, hospitals, health issues. Somebody's working so hard to meet the demands and they're making themselves ill. Simple as. You can't please these people. And you should have learned that. It's a lesson to learn. Yeah. Unfinished business, Sagittarius energy. Something needs to be settled. If you act in haste, you'll repent at leisure. It's time to move on. Travel across water perhaps, but do not take the baggage of the past with you. Just take the positive things that you've learned and then let go. Go with the flow. Stop trying to control the outcome. Stop trying to control other people. You don't own them. What's yours will always be yours. It cannot be taken from you. No matter what happens. It will come back to you, maybe in a different form, in a different way, but you will always receive what you deserve in the end. So don't be greedy, don't be controlling, don't be stubborn. There is love here, but no commitment. It's about, as long as you stay small, then they act as if they love you, but you have to sacrifice your own happiness for theirs. This is about control. We have a Leo now, 8 or 26. You have to tame that beast, whether it be the Leo or the beast within you. You have to have courage. Go with your heart and have a backbone. So, Penny, David, Ian. 8 weeks. Success will be yours when you do. Step up. Children or childhood trauma, someone from the past, a negative event to do with children, childhood or siblings. Possible child abuse. Somebody here, water sign energy, possibly a Scorpio, is drained. They have nothing left to give. Possibly self-medicating or alcohol. But a family unit, this bliss, if it was ever there, is over. May have been happy at one time, but the 10 brings about an ending. So, not a good story, but you will come out stronger on the other side. So, first house is about the face you show to the world. Because it is Aries, it's head and face. It's your place of birth, your immediate environment, your colour white, it's a crown chakra on the top of your head, so it's an aha moment. It's your self-image, it's you as a person, your individuality, your physical characteristics, your personal appearance, and your expectations of environment. It's where your identity is formed. It's also the circumstances surrounding your birth and the reception of a child's arrival. Saturn. So Jupiter would suggest expectations of wealth. So Jupiter in Capricorn should be abundance. Expansion through breaching boundaries. So you have to break down boundaries. Ambitious and success orientated. Jupiter in Capricorn may be far-sighted and wise, but feel hemmed in by rigid rules. Somebody is definitely hemmed in here. And yet they have been successful. It's never enough for some people, though, is it? So let's have a look then. So the Sun, Saulo, in reverse. So that would be the 19 is a negative energy in the tarot. It's illumination, success, goals achieved, honour, life force, but it's in reverse. So this is the challenge. Power will be available to you for change. Victory, health and success, and that's what it's saying. You have to shine a light on something first and expose these secrets, or somebody has to. So let's have a look. Saulo. The letter S. Number 16. This is the life force, love, and poetic justice. So that's what's needed. Shining a light on something that should never have been buried. Baldur the Beautiful and Thor, so Thursday could be important. So Saulo, 16. There it is. Sol is the shield of the sky and the shining rains of the destroyer of ice. So something that's been put on ice for far too long. The letter S. It's about brightness, fertility, heavenly orbs. Your life force is urging you to grow. The soaring eagle, the venerable oak. So Taurus, Scorpio and Aries. The bay trees, the Jupiter, so that could be somebody drinking gin. Mistletoe, so Christmas, and 12. Jera is another potent symbol of the sun, which is the 12th. This is a flash of lightning descending to the earth, which is on the Tower card for the 16. Formidable power, mighty god of thunder. So massive, earth-shaking events. Balder the Beautiful, the beloved yet tragic god who was slain by a mistletoe dart, so one weakness. And blind brother to someone who doesn't see what's coming. This myth expresses the cycle of the year and the duality of light and dark. So something grows in the dark. This is the dark night of the soul. The lightning flash. Justice and order and swift retributions. Like I said, wrongdoers will have to pay for their wrongs. Justified revenge. In the harsh northern world, the sun was beloved by all. It will undo much of the harm that this foretells. The sun will rise once more, but you have to go through something first. One might also say that Saula expresses the idea of poetic justice because it indicates that wrongdoers will gain nothing. Like I said, no one will with this and everyone will regret it, but an apt punishment for their offences. If you have a major decision to make, this will reveal the truth of the situation, making your choice much easier. There is a spiritual dimension to this. And contact with your inner self, your gut instinct, is needed. This rune is a good omen. One of patron deities of soil was invoked at weddings in Viking times when the bride wore red. So a wedding or a marriage, but the red is a definite danger symbol. And elopement perhaps, because we have Thor's hammer. The hammer and the anvil are Gretna Green, somebody not of age or too young to marry. Happiness and harmony will return when justice prevails. So if you've done anything wrong, it is going to come back to bite you on the arse. There will be no joy holidays until this is settled. So, there we go. Karma, really. Let's have a look. Oh, ocean. It's not spelt like the sea, it is O-S-H. Ocean. What's she going to tell us then? No? Where is she? There she is. The African love goddess. Like I said, there's no beauty, there's no love in this, so she's trying to give you the love. Beauty, love from the Yoruba tribe. Happiness in love, sexual satisfaction, fulfillment of desires, meeting a soul partner, the resolution of opposites, marriages, happy endings. Beautiful ocean, queen of love, brings you an end to running and hiding and seeking. She brings an end to the restless search for true love. She brings peace and satisfaction, trust and friendship, a safe harbour from life's storms. If you are looking for an end to a dispute or the end to a quest, take heart, because it is near. She brings you into harmony with yourself. Balance, there it is. and with the universe. She lulls wildness into calm, so tames the beast in your heart and the hearts of others. In business matters, Ocean brings clarity and compassion, the rare gift of honesty, and that's what you must be, 100% honest. Ocean brings light to dark places in your life and turns your sorrow to joy. So, once this is settled, you will be happier, but not until. I'm not sure the drama queen will ever know or admit that they are in the wrong there, unfortunately. Yeah, the orange chakra says your gut instinct again. Just because someone is loud doesn't mean they are not a good person. Some people express themselves differently. So they may have a good heart, but a bit loud about it. This is spirit trying to teach you how to be happy and confident. Someone shows you they're happy and presents themselves as confident and sociable. They have skills in working harmoniously with others, which leads to their success in whatever they're putting their energies into. So that sounds like Aries. Even when others may perceive that they've failed, somebody does, somebody keeps saying they're a failure in their task. She does not see it that way, because there's enthusiasm and self-assurance, and they know it's only a minor setback. Will always embrace the lessons to be learned. So they've learnt the lesson, which is what they said. You don't need to relearn that lesson, as part of their adventure. They have a zest for life, Aries should, such as you do, and people watch you flit by without baggage of inhibitions. And people do that to Aries all the time, thinking they have no inhibitions, and may often find it difficult to understand you as a deep and thoughtful person. On the outside, you appear to be happy-go-lucky, full of life, always seeking the next adventure. But there is a deeper side. Your behaviour of heading straight into a burning building when everyone else is exiting tends to scare people and leads them to believe that you are reckless. On the contrary, you possess an insatiable need to lead a full life and experience all the lessons that Spirit has to offer. You must not just succumb to the fears of other people. You must continue to live your life to the fullest, and people will begin to understand your courage and being a positive example of strength of character, because they are the cowards and you are not. Beautiful energy. That's Frank and Patrick. Oh, number 3. The Spirit Whisperer. So the psychic, the medium, unhappiness, secrets. Let's see. And it is your challenge. The Spirit Whisperer warns you're about to go astray and you need her guidance, because there's red flags waving in the wind, and you must pay attention lest you find yourself cleaning up messes you didn't even know you'd made. She challenges you to start again and trust your intuition, not other people's. In time you will be back on track. On this occasion you can't possibly go wrong, since you're that much more aware of the possible challenges you need to step away from. You've learned your lesson. It is about a relationship. You may be repeating something in your past that you don't need to relearn. Stay away, as this may end up a costly distraction. That said, lessons learned over and over make a great wisdom later. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. And this is an insane situation. And finally, Dorothy in Australia may be important as well. What did I say about the 19? So the black cat, lucky for some, unlucky for others. It all depends on your perspective. So that Leo energy could be very important. $19. Familiar. That's the trouble. We make excuses for staying in a situation because it's familiar. We know it. A familiar, whether it be a person, an animal, whatever it is. Wild magic, perhaps even black magic. The instinct to survive. And survive this Leo will, no matter what. They demand that. A witch's familiar is a soul companion. Consulted on all matters. So somebody's consulting this person too much. Magical and mundane, whether that familiar is a cat or another animal, bird or reptile. The bond are there. To share your life with a familiar is to access your own animal nature as well. Your connection to nature is strong now. Pay attention to your animal companions. These are messages from spirit. So look them up. If you see a butterfly, if you see an insect, you see a bird, an animal that crosses your path and you think, wow, that's weird. Google it as whatever it is, animal totem meaning, and it will tell you exactly what it means. Pay attention. Anything in fair, flesh or feather on the etheric plane, a totem animal may become known to you, calling forth qualities you have long possessed but you have not made use of. Your gut instinct is very important. Getting out in nature and finding your true companion. Embrace your animal nature. What wildness in you is longing to be released. So somebody is trying to control that, stopping you from being your natural wild self. Some of us don't fit into boxes. So let go with the flow. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.